All right, it says it's going. Welcome, welcome, people. Just gonna mess around for a little bit. We're gonna try to go look for generation ships again. We need that lore. We just need it. Essential. So we're at Malpighi Dock in the Aspelin tube system. And we're gonna probably head out over to HR 2351. Let's look for it. What are my buttons? This. I don't think I went to this one already. I don't think so. We're gonna plot that route. Only 4 jumps. Sick. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, cool. All right. I don't have to fly out of anywhere. It's pretty cool. We've been released. Such a tiny station just out in the middle. Just alone. We are listening to the Nine Inch Nails Downward Spiral album in its entirety. It's been a while. Let me check on my numbers. I think we're good. I think. I don't have any drop frames. That's good. All right, well, let's jump then, right? So we're looking for the generation ship. Epimetheus. Yeah, Epimetheus. We don't know where it is in this system. Oh, there we go. Then you don't play this in days and you forget the buttons sometimes. You forget protocol. Weird deja vu with that 444 distance. Am I centered here? That's... Yes, I'm good. Get our scanner on. I hope I didn't already go to this one. I don't think I did. Alright, let's go. And again, we need a better scoop. Every station that I go to, I'm gonna make sure that I check for that fuel scoop, that larger one. I got a puny one on right now. That shit don't work good at all. almost froze up there for a second. I was like, what do I do? It's that weird texture twitch again. I don't like that. Boo. Put that fuel scoop in. Or I jump. Class M Red Dwarf. Is that another? It's a binary system? Yes. Is that what I saw? Yeah. Pretty cool. Ooh. Cool looking. Okay, let's jump. Class F, White Star. Give you all that you want. And doesn't it make you feel better? Rich. Ooh, there was something. Codex. Joy 21 open codex.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Terraformable reported. Okay. El Dante. What is all this? Oh, it's just the classifications. They're cool. I want to see one of these ones. These ones look really bright. It was a planet discovery, right? The new codex. Ooh, this one looks. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. Ooh, everything was dark there for a minute. That was weird. Okay, so we're in the system, right? We're in H2351, and I'm just going to double check to make sure that is the system. we want it to be. 2351. And then it's here somewhere. Unexplored, so I'm gonna assume that I haven't been here yet. There it is. Well, that was the easiest one so far. Holy moly. All you fans know this song. It's got a hell of a chorus. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think this one's gonna be a tragic story or successful story? So far we've gotten stories where reproduction got messed up. We've had ones where there was like this cult going on. It's this weird leadership. It just sounded very Middle Ages kind of stuff. And it was it just sounded bad, and they didn't want to get off the ship or something. So they like kept everyone on the ship. And then we had one that was the ship passed by a planet and picked up a signal that started making everyone kill each other. And I guess just listening to the signal would trigger you to do something to the person in the room with you. You know, and like I think there was a codex that was the person, as they were speaking it and writing it, was having that transformation of paranoia to go find somebody to kill them. They lock themselves in a room and then they're like, oh no, I have to go tell this person that they need to not do this, and then it kind of escalated, if I remember correctly. So that sounded like a crazy ship to be on. There was a ship where they found a planet. They didn't check it out good enough, and they ended up bringing back an organism onto the ship that killed everyone. And it was like a creature that was like snarling and like growling, and like it sounded, we don't know what it looked like. I don't think it described it. The codex described it, but it sounded fucking scary. So that happened to a ship. Most of them have been tragic. One of them, so far, they kind of got into a little bit of trouble, but it wasn't crazy, and then they were able to meet up with some other people, and then it all worked out. They turned the ship into an orbital base, and then some of them, I think, continued on somewhere else. And they deemed it a success, so. But we don't know what awaits us here. I'm glad these are in the game. I'm very excited when I go to these things. Let's put some mustard on it and get in there. There she is. Is this the back of the ship? I would imagine that these ships travel where they orient themselves directed towards a star. And then the opposite side, the other side, is the side that has the shield on it to stop meteorites. But no, this has engines. And I guess they just flip it around. Using gravity assists. Pretty fucking cool. This one looks cool. Let's get this bitch scanned up. Trigger. What is this, Ruiner? Yes, it's a great song. Probably my favorite song on the album. How do I do this? Contacts, there. Do we start? Yes, we start with 0. We have to. And that would be this way. Sweet. The lights are flickering. You know that means I smell skeletons. Yeah. We're gonna turn this down a little bit. Okay. That's where. Why did it. There. Sick. Okay. Why am I going sideways? It's weird. What is it doing? Am I getting moved by it? Oh. That's crazy. Okay, I gotta make sure it does. It was pushing me and I was like, are my thrusters moving by themselves? Like, what the hell? Okay, we got that scanned up. Move a little bit away from this place. Okay. Read it up here. Imperial change order. Don't care. Discovered logs and unread. The prisoner. Uh-oh. See, we had slingshot, the chromosome incident, not welcome. And now we got the prisoner. Detainee.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? There's been a mistake. I'm not supposed to be in here. I only borrowed that data chip. I was gonna give it back. Locking me in the brig is completely unnecessary. Where do you think I would go if you let me out? We're in the depths of the black. Get down in there, Collins. All right, keep your shirt on. I'm sure we can work all this out. If I could just explain myself to the captain, he'd realize this is all a big misunderstanding.
Okay, so Collins borrowed a data chip? He wants to explain to the captain. Where'd that other one? Right up here? We're gonna sneak on through here. And then we go up like this. Oh, I messed that up, didn't I? This is the detainee 947 Collins again.
What's happening? I can hear a siren. Can anyone hear me? I've been in here for 2 days and no one's come to check on me. Can't someone tell me what's going on? Please! Is the ship being evacuated? You can't leave me behind! You have to let me out of here! I'm not even supposed to be in here!
Oh shit. Sirens? He's locked in the jail cell? Oh boy, that's not good. That's when you start trying to get out of there. That's when you're trying to get out of that shit. Where is the other one? Where is it? 2, right? Yeah, I'm on the 3rd one. 2. Could be that way. Could be that way. Could be the other way. Could be upside down way. Hello, hello. Hello, Tipsy, not D. Going on. I don't have TTS on right now, but I can hear when it activates. So then I can look. We're checking out some generation chips, which is the game's sparse, not sparse lore, but definitely like with voice acting lore. Not that much of it in this game. So far, this story being told is there was a guy and he got in trouble for stealing a data chip. He says he didn't do anything, but they had him in the prison on this generation chip, and then nobody checked on him for a few days, and he's like, what's going on? And he hears sirens. So that's the last one we were at. So we gotta read this one. So methinks that prisoner's stuck in there. He's gonna have to do something. Maybe he caused it. Let's back away from the ship a little bit. I'm doing good, yo. Just chilling. It was actually a pretty relaxed day. Weather's nicer and shit. So I've been chilling. Detainee 947. Collins again.
Can anyone hear me? Or am I just talking to myself? It's been days. Everything's so quiet. Thank God that siren finally stopped, but now the silence is killing me. Where is everyone? The automated systems provide me with food and water and flush away my waste, but for how much longer?
That's crazy.
Someone will find the ship soon.
See, I was gonna assume
We can't just drift through the void forever, can we?
that would be, dude, if he had to serve out, dude, and it was just automated feeding him, that's insane. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. That means you don't see nothing. You don't get no reading material. You just in there, no contact, your siren going off. That's fucking crazy. That's some crazy shit. All right, this is the last upload log link. Number 3. I wonder if it's gonna tell me what happened to like the rest of the crew, or if it's just this guy's story. Don't hit the ship. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get that all scanned up nice. Okay. Oh, is it? It's shitty up there? Just looking for that warm weather. I guess are you gonna get a part of that heat wave that's going on in the US? I haven't really tracked, you know, its progress across the continent, but I heard it's really warm in the West. And it's like nice here. It's really a nice beat from it being, you know, rainy and cold. I'm gonna here. It snowed today up there? Oh, you guys are gonna have it. That's crazy. I don't know, like, I'm a person that needs a little bit of sunlight to feel good. I need it to hit my face, you know, a little bit. And so the winter can be crazy. Actually, it's not bad. Actually, I'm outside all the time in the winter. But the long days, I just feel that instant recharge when the weather gets warm. It gives me another 10%, I feel like. Discovered logs. This is the 4th one. This is the prisoner again. I don't think anyone all right, here we go. We're gonna see what happened to this guy.
It's whispering to me. I can hear it through the air vents. The void is speaking to me. It wants to tell me something, but I can't make out the words. It must be a way out of this prison. A solution to the puzzle. I'm innocent. They know I've done nothing wrong, but they put me in here anyway. It was a test. I know that now. Part of some greater game. I just need to find the answer. How long have I been here?
Well, we know.
A week? A year? Maybe only a matter of hours. Isolation does strange things to people. Unless a man might have gone insane, but not me. Not Joe Collins. Joe Collins. That is me, isn't it?
He did go insane. He's in there. He was in there for 1,000 days. It says it right there. Did he mutter something after? Or am I just tripping? I think it might have been the music. So yeah, he's 1,047 days. Wow, dude. Just under 3 years, yeah. What? Fuck? And then he was hearing, I can't imagine, a puzzle. Yeah, he went crazy. So I wonder what happened to the rest of everybody else. That is a mystery. There are probably beacons around somewhere, you know, in this system that say something else. You know, that would have led me here, because I'm using a guide on how to get to these. So there is like a process of decoding and triangulating. Let me see what you wrote here. Yep, the seasonal sadness. Ugh. I'm coming out of it like, so today was good. I'm gonna stop eating so much. I'm gonna try to lose a little bit of weight here. I definitely was lethargic this winter. And was like, ugh, I was having a good time. But springtime, spring changes. That was a cool one. I like this ship. This one was a neat one. It was, again, tragic ending. It seems like that's a lot of it. That's the common thread, is that the ships that we're finding are the ones that had the bad stuff happen. I'm gonna look up another one. Just give me a moment. Oh, I realize that's not a touchscreen. I've got this little monitor and I tried to touchscreen it. Thinking it was a tablet. Go to see Odysseus? No, let's go to Fanes. How far away is that? 246? Then I'm gonna need fuel once I get there. Did Pleione. I did Demeter, I think. What else we got? Spear of Hope I did. Oh dear, am I running out of ones to do? Okay, so Cephi sector. Jesus, this is gonna be an interesting one to type in. It'll get me close. Am I doing this myself? Okay, Cephi sector. NX dash Q. Okay, Cephi sector NXU B20. That's probably it. How far out is it? 222.2. Okay. It's next to Maydubi. My doobie. All right. Fucking sick. I got it plotted in. It's gonna be how many jumps? 6? We're mass locked. As soon as we're not mass locked, I will jump. To the Federation. Gotta turn off my headlights here. I don't wanna. I don't know if that's how they do it, you know? Don't wanna blind the other spaceship. Oh my lord. So what are you up to tonight? Are you gonna be getting on? Where's that D scanner? Can I get fuel off this? Yeah, I should do it. Come on, tuck up right in there. 150, so it's 176. 53, we're gonna stop right here. Does it get warmer if I go like this? Like, do I have to keep the ship moving like rotisserie? Just so I don't get a hot spot? I had rotisserie chicken last night. It was good. supermarkets got the deals on Fridays for them. Those little chickens in a bag. Shit was dope. My doggies got some too. They seem to have a little bite of every meal I have, which is, it's probably unhealthy for them. I try to keep them active.
Fuel scooping complete.
This is working. There. Trying to hit the vape pen here. Can't do it. I'm a scrub. I just want to get around and walk around in my ship. Come on, Frontier. People's computers can run this game in VR good. It's time. It's time to update it. Alright, let's jump.
Drive charging.
Another Federation superpower system. And I'm clean. Is my album still going? A Warm Place. Oh, what a beautiful song. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit myself.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Okay. Let's jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're going to Jerome Archer's system. Don't know much about these political leaders in this galaxy. I just picked the hottest looking one. I was like, damn, she's gorgeous. I was smitten. Okay. Another system with nothing in it. You know what? We're gonna get fuel. We're gonna play it smart. Because I have to go 300 something light years. Light seconds. This generation ship Fiends is 344,000 light seconds away from its primary star. Or I think that's what it means. I don't know if it's a binary system. Let's get in there just a bit closer. Just ease it up to 170. Let's go to 170. That'll burn it up. We can't make it. 169. 169. What? No. Yeah, what? Dude, my fucking my phone almost called emergency services. That was Siri talking to me. Don't you be listening to me, bitch. That was her talking to me, saying, hey, you want me to call the emergency services? That's fucking crazy, dude. I had a phone when, I don't know if you guys had these. You might have been too young. You might have had them. But, Blackberries. My Blackberry keyboard eventually wore out. And it would call my girlfriend in the middle of the night, and it would also call 911 by itself. Dude, it was insane. One of the buttons was activating. And I think that was also like a fast way to do a contact. But also holding that button, you know how iPhones are, you hold, I think 9 or 1, it'll automatically dial it. It assumes, you know, you're passed out or don't have the wherewithal or energy to do the rest of the numbers. But it was fucking crazy. That BlackBerry was insane. Shit had a little trackball on it. And it would get grimy, dude. It felt terrible. Drinking with one of those things and trying to text and shit. Your hands are kind of wet from like a can of beer. Dude, it sucked. But it had a cool screen, man. I'll tell you that much. There's nothing like it. Like either you had a small little screen on your flip phone or whatever, or you had a BlackBerry with something you could like see the text, you know, the whole message clearly. All right, let's jump. We're halfway there. Generation ship Fanes. To all my Fanes out there. Oh man, this album is so good. This is not necessarily a motivational album. So I wouldn't say this album to get your day going, but definitely to end your day. I like the stuff that I can sing along to easily as my motivational music. All right, let's jump. Let's go. Okay. If you're watching on Twitch, cool. If you're watching on YouTube, cool. If you want 4K quality, there's always YouTube. It is the same name. You can type in verbatim Systax, my name, and you should find the channel. Though it's a little bit strange that like if I'm like not in a logged in state on YouTube and I search for my name, I'm not the first thing that comes up. Which is very weird. Because it like tries to make suggestions like, oh, you probably meant to type something else, not this. But it's there. And it should be the moon, a picture of the moon I took. That I put a sepia tone over, and it looks gorgeous. Good looking moon. Very Cretorius. But yeah, YouTube's got 4K. 1080p here. And then the chats aren't mixed, but I can see both chats. No TTS today. TTS is fun. But I want to set it up so it's somebody can put it a command in to do TTS. So if they want to do TTS, they can. Alright. Got fuel. We're gonna scan this sector.
System scan complete.
Two bodies.
Frameshift drive charging.
Class M Red Dwarf. Okay. Anarchy. Does that say something? It says transmission protocol. Whoa. Okay, that was a short jump right there. That used barely any fuel. That's cool. Very cool. So we here? Why did I close it? NXU B20 system. Alright. Now we don't know what direction to go in. I hope I can pick it up with my sensors. Does it come up? That'd be so awesome if it just was there. Okay, so it's in one of these. So they said, let me slow down so I can do the math. 344. So I would say we need to go to this other star. Oh, but what if they're like 344 this way, 344 that way? The radius, I'm not thinking of it as a radius. As a diameter, you know, like, you know what I mean. As a circle. What do I do in that case? I use Deep Sky Scanner, FSS. Let's use the FSS. Okay. What's my zoom? And then this is... Where do I do the spectrum thing? No! Why can't I move it? Oh, there we go. That's weird. That was weird. I was just moving it and it wouldn't move it. These are all clumped together. They're all degraded. Oh my god, you click into this one and it's 1,000 of them. No. No, this is good. The generation ship's not going to be there. It's going to be somewhere else. Hopefully it's around a planet. And I just went all the way around, didn't I? Is it in here because it let me in? Oh, these spiky things are not helpful. Dude. Where's this one leading me? Holy fuck. Mine as well. I mean, I could just use fuel and fly around. And then it would probably come up. Because you can pick up stuff by being close to it. Even in Super Cruise. Oh my god. If it's classified as a degraded emission, that'd be wild. Sounds kind of cool though. Oh my god, it's this one again. Maybe process of elimination. I can look to see if what I don't need to go near. Good system for looking for degraded emissions, though. Because there's a shit ton. Okay, so it's asking me to go here, right there. Why does it lie to me? See, it says, look, there's something there. Oh my god. 96.4% nitrogen, 3.2 argon, 0.3 neon. It is tidally locked. Oh, this song means the album's almost over. What do we want to listen to next? I'm taking requests, even though you can't hear it, of what I should put on next. I can put on anything. I got Spotify. If it's on Spotify, it should play. This is a little hidden feature. Moons? Look at that methane. Perhaps organisms. That's 100% methane. What are these little... These have to be the moons that are really far out, huh? Interesting. There's something else here? Hiding. I'm using Anara website for the generation ship location. So this one doesn't really have a description of like, it's by the third planet, you know, orbiting. It doesn't have one of those descriptions. It just gives me the distance from the star. So I gotta play the mini game. This is Wish for all you Johnny Cash fans of this song. Yes, it was Trent Reznor's song. Another moon, but not exactly what I'm looking for here. What's this? Another. See, that's something. Oh my god, here we go. There's more stuff here. They don't have to zoom in on them too much. Ooh, that's a cool sound. Got water geysers. Very pleasant sounding. I like that. It's like listening to like sauce start to boil. Bloop, 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 bloop. Or simmer. You don't want sauce boiling. Or most of the time you don't. Because then you fucked up. That means that you walked away from the stove. You want to be a good cook? Don't leave the stove. Unless you really know you can leave it.
System scan
Because you will just come back to overheated stuff. Or you'll realize that you didn't really turn the burner on like you thought you did. And so you're, 10 minutes away from the pan. You weren't boiling that water. You were just fucking off in the other room. Dinner's delayed and everyone's pissed. Because everyone gets mad when they're hungry. They get snippy. Where is this ship? Where are you hiding? It's got to be around one of these far, far planets and moons. We're just going to pick one that looks the coolest to go to first. We're just going to check this list just to see if it popped up. We know it's very far away. Let's start at B7. We're gonna have to do some crazy boosting out there. Let's do a quick oh, there it is. It's right there. See? Why did it show up? Did I click on it and it was there and then it didn't? Because I swear I didn't see that symbol nor it say that I found a generation chip. Well, it's good it was in the same direction. That's for sure. We're gonna go into overdrive now. Here we go. Holy fuck, we're really cruising now. We're going almost 2,000. See? 3,000 C. No, I didn't mean to exit. So that shaved off about 30,000 light seconds in that one blast. We're back down to 392 C. We're just gonna crank it up. I mean, I can get up to 1,000 without boosting. And then it'll really start moving. So I might as well do that. Oh, Face ID don't work. Hope nobody can see that. See my password. Try vibe check? No. I just wanted to make sure that this is working, and it was. Alright, so we listened to Downward Spiral. That was a great album. I'm gonna put on Kumu 1. A 2. Put on a Kumu 2. Some electronic music here too. We did the industrial album. Use some electronic synthesizer. It's pretty good stuff. See if it changed on there. It did. Well, this one's really far out there. I wonder what happened to them. This next one's gonna be like Beyond Thunderdome. Tina Turner and shit, just fucking going fucking crazy. Making people fight in a cage in the dome. You know, a resource war. And it's like canned foods. It's one of those Mad Maxes. The guy was eating cat food. He loved it. He was like, yum yum. That shit made me sick watching that. I was like, oh man. Cause cat food stinks, y'all. All right, we're gonna do a boost. We're at 825C, which is pretty good. Because when I cut it off, I don't want it to like go down to 300 again. What happens, you get in that gravity well. And then you fuck yourself. Alright, see, yeah. It dipped down to like 760. So it's worth it, but I don't really like how it resets lower like that. You would think that me just taking the overdrive off, I'd just be cruising at that speed that I accelerated to. Or close to it. You would think that the decline in it, the decreasing of it would be so small. Yeah, it says deep space. But we're good. We got a lot of fuel. We got some lasers. We got... What do we have? I got space lasers. I have hatch breakers. I got collector limpets. I got recon limpets. New signal source. Who are you? Fucking liars. All those degraded missions, they suck. You show up there and it's like trash. This song's got a sick groove to it. I need to keep a point in space there. Alright, now I know. Make the viewers dizzy. Whoa. Well, I'm definitely off course now. There. Are these all the planets? Are they all aligned? Let's see. Let's put on our... Yeah, they are. Why is it blink? Oh, Frontier. They're blinking in and out of existence. Might have been the graphics driver update though, because there was one of those yesterday, and I installed it. Oh, what's up? You never want regression with a graphics driver into a, you know, glitchy state. That sucks. Now I wonder what's there. That white little place that's got a little swirl around it. That's probably so far away. It looks cool though. Just head towards it anyway. All right, we're almost arriving here. We're almost there. You're going pretty fucking quick. I'm gonna slow that down a bit. All right, good. So it looks like there is a base on the moon. Okay, this might be a positive one. That's kind of... I was always looking for there being a base in close proximity to one of these ships. A ground base. Though, for them, the ideal would be a nice lush planet. And I can only land on airless, low atmosphere moons. Nothing with a thick atmosphere. Sucks. But hey, this is pretty cool too. Yeah. We're in the blue zone. This is how you can like do it without using, there's like an automatic super cruise assist. Super cruise assist. Without, you know, without putting it on. You just kind of keep that cursor thing in the blue region, and it'll decrease the speed when you're in that region, and then every so often you kind of just look over at it and you can drop it down a little bit. So if I want to be on a little bit on the fast end of the approach, keep it at the top. Well, that's a gravity well, so that's not good. This is an endless gravity well. They're not gonna let me go right to it. Those fuckers. Woo, we're almost there. And then when that top one turns blue, boom. System link error. Let's turn this music down a bit. Response unavailable. Nice and spooky. Hopefully this will be a good one. They're gonna be successful on this one. We're gonna imbue those good energies. Imbue. Faunus or Fanes? Okay, we'll back off a little bit. Contacts. Okay, we got 4 logs. The last one was a prisoner who got stuck. He was in his cell for a couple years. He needed to start chipping away at the door, you know? Something. He could do it though, because like if he was getting food, then technically he could regenerate his skin. So he could just keep rubbing his feet against, you know, against the wall. And he should be able to go through the wall as long as he keeps getting food. And just slowly wear it down. Or make a chemical reaction with the food he was getting, make an acid that would eat through the stuff. And because nobody's watching him, he'd be able to get away with it. Alright, anyway. New ship, new story. The last people. Well, this is Warrant Officer Noonan.
I must admit, sometimes our mission seems futile. It's still difficult to accept that we're the last humans in the galaxy. But who am I to argue with command? Details regarding the end of humanity are scarce, and discussions of it is forbidden. The rumor is there was some kind of cataclysm. Sol was the first to fall, followed by every inhabited system in the core. Plague, famine, war. It could have been anything. All I know is we're the last vestige of humankind. We must find a new home if our race is to survive. Who knows what would happen without command? They've guided and protected us for hundreds of years. If I prove my worth, maybe one day they'll ask me to join them. But for now, I'm happy to serve in whatever way I can.
Oh, I didn't scroll with it. So these ships were like prior to faster than light travel. So after that got created, they were just overtaken. You know, people spread quicker than these ships were going to be showing up at their destinations. So he's speaking from that standpoint, you know. They could have always gotten signals from their home base, though, you know, relative to how far away they are. You could always get updates. Which you would think one of these ships would have a log like that. That would be like, oh, we got word that they got light travel. Cool. The last people, so he's in the mindset that that's it. Humans will go extinct without them. There must be SpaceX. It would be kind of disappointing if they were like, yeah, we're gonna do this generation ship, but y'all can't do it. We have to do it through chemistry and all the tools. Because there'd be some people like me that'd be like, come on, man. That's not fun. You gotta bond with people. Alright. Data link scanner. Their second log. I would not sign up if it were like that. Okay, here we go. This is Warrant Officer Noonan again.
Something really weird happened today. I was accompanying Admiral Kerr on a tour of the ship. Actually, it was more a case of pushing his wheelchair while I mumbled about the good old days. Everyone knows the Admiral should have been put out to pasture years ago. He's certainly not dealing with a full deck. Anyway, he said the strangest thing. As we were passing communications, he suggested we send a progress report to Sol. I tried to explain that Sol was gone, but he was insistent. Then he seemed to clam up, as if he'd said something he shouldn't have. He was silent for the rest of the tour. I'm not sure whether or not to mention it to Command. Talk of Saul is forbidden, you know? But I don't want the old man to get in trouble. At his age, who wouldn't be confused?
Well, it seems like a story was told to the crew, you know, that you're the last hope. Maybe it was in hopes of giving the crew the resolve to go into deep space, the motivation, the morale of being such a highly risky and last Hail Mary effort. Maybe he thought that would make for a better crew, or that people wouldn't want to get on this ship in the first place if they knew that their home was fine. They wouldn't want to do this generation ship mission. You wonder if this is one of the earlier ones. Compared to the other ones that we've, you know. Because none of the other ones have mentioned anything about Soul and, you know, the origin. That's the origin location. Okay. Oh, it's right here. Well, that's fucking rad, man. It's right here, man. Do a little maneuvering, dude. Get right up in there. Okay. This is the third log. It's the warrant officer Noonan yet again writing down his thoughts, or recording his thoughts.
The incident with Admiral Care really played on my mind, so I decided to do some digging. I shouldn't have done it, I know, but I just couldn't stop thinking about what he said. I used his command clearance to access the ship's archives. I almost wish I hadn't now. We're not the last bastion of humanity. That was a lie. A deception designed to dupe every man, woman, and child aboard the ship. Our mission should have ended generations ago. But when the ship reached its destination, the planet was found to be uninhabitable.
Ooh.
Most people wanted to turn back, but Command wanted to continue and find a new colonizable planet. There was an uprising, which was violently brought to an end. Afterwards, they put out reports that we were the last members of the human race in an effort to keep us under control. It was all a lie.
I recognize his voice.
I'm not sure what to do with this information. Would anyone believe me if I told them?
Well, you're gonna tell people you're gonna try to turn the ship around? Is that... I mean, I don't think anyone on it is gonna be able to... The speed that you have achieved, these rocket engines, you need fuel for them. This is not something... It is my understanding, at least, that these are running on fuel. That's the technology. And you only got a finite amount. Maybe they can collect it as they're traveling through space, like there's little scoops, and it's picking up like that one hydrogen, you know, atom at a time, you know. Well, that's kind of what it seemed like there. Let's read the last one. Listen to the last one. I like how the wires make a ping noise, dude. That would not happen in space. You would not hear that. I would not hear that. Like that taut steel wire sound. See if we can get the whole thing in our view here. I think you guys can only see my right eye and then 3/4 of it. Going top and bottom. I think. All right, let me see. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. That last log. Let's see what he did about it. Now, do you think he told people? That would have caused some uprising. You know it. That would be mutiny. Would have to be mutiny. It's the biggest lie on the ship. I would weigh out the options first. I'd see, like, if there was a mutiny, what's the planet we're gonna go to? I'd kind of see how that's going. I'd have a plan to maybe become the captain, you know? Like, do so much research that it'd be like, but then, what if my mind gets corrupted by the power? Probably be better to tell everyone early on.
Out of hand. But the people had a right to know the truth. I only told a few people I thought could be trusted, but it spread like wildfire. Within hours, command was faced with an angry mob threatening mutiny. And they responded with overwhelming force. Over the last few days, the ship has been engulfed in conflict. 2 factions have emerged. One that wants to return to the core, and one that wants to continue with the mission. People are dying, and it's all my fault. Why didn't I tell them? All I can do now is try to stop the killing before every last person on the ship is wiped out.
We don't know. That's crazy. Okay. That's a sad one. Now, this is the closest space. Where is it? Let's go see. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of like if they went past it and they're orbiting it. What's the orbital plane? What just lit up behind me? Is that the starlight? Weird. Wrong buttons. Where's my switches? Gosh darn it. Alright, there.
Rotational correction enabled. Rotational correction disabled.
Enable it.
Correction enabled.
But I don't have an orbital plane? Or is that only in Super Cruise?
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Maybe it's only in Super Cruise. Oh. Engage. Engage. If it does it. Yes. Okay, so what trajectory did that generation ship come in from? We're checking out. Let's play right here. Get me in there. Oh, this one's beautiful looking. Your landing sites? There's no. I mean, it says it's land. Has nobody been on this? Okay, how do I turn that color off so I can see the surface? I go to there. Wow, the striations. I like it. We're gonna try to hit this ridge right here, this blue ridge. Oh, maybe I can go in the cracks and canyons. We're at about 35 degrees negative. We're dropping in soon. Get rid of this. Oh, this is cool looking. Dropping, and we got the glide. Yeah, dude. Oh, this is cool looking. Look at it. Pretty. We like this. This is cool looking. I wonder, is it ice? What'd they say this planet was? What is it called? B5A? So B. Five. Okay. It is water ice world. Ah, somebody's been on it. First footfall. But of course, this is not that far away. I'm glad that I came back to this and didn't linger in that menu longer, because I would have hit the surface. Dude. Bro, this is one of the prettiest ones I've been to yet. Wow, it's like, that's the color of my shoes right now. I know you guys can't see the color, but it's that like beautiful like teal and turquoise. Fucking sick. If I drive my what do you call it, my little moon rover, did I hit something? Bullshit, I say.
Landing gear deployed.
Word, dude. Where's my sun visor though? Fucking word. Is it on the ground? Wow, that's pretty. I love it. We're gonna drive. We're definitely driving around. We have to. I'm gonna have a little bit of a refreshment though. Take a 3-minute break here. Wow, that's neat. Man, that's something. We're just out in deep space, man. All alone in the cold. But we got our trusty ship. The skid mark is a very reliable ship. All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Enjoy the view. Is my microphone back on? Yes, it is. The surface. Let me get in the ship. SRV Scarab, we're gonna deploy. Check out this water world. Or this ice world.
No gravity warning.
Do we head towards the star? Yeah, let's head towards the starlight first. Man, that mountain ridge is imposing. Turret deploying. What did I do? Oh. Do I use this? Ooh, look at the shine of the ice. Alright, let's get back in the thing. Gotta have traction on this ice. Am I leaving tracks in the ice? Okay. Oh my god, my seat is fucking vibrating. This song is fucking punching me in the asshole. Holy shit, what is it called? Affliction? The haptics are really it's literally punching me in the asshole. Yeah, we're gonna get, so we're close to that ridge and then we're gonna head left. Ooh, see the sparklies? Let's see if I can get close. Maybe you guys can't see it like I see it. Ah, it gets a little bit bright as I get close. But it's there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It looks cool. How the fuck do I back up? Let's go a casual 5. Doesn't really look like there's anything I can collect. Why does my map looks like it's showing me? I guess I maybe am on a, yeah, I am. I'm being deceived. Look at the angle I'm at. That's the angle, that disc in front. Oh my god, imagine if there's a crash ship and there was like a skeleton just chilling in it inside of his spacesuit. And he died of thirst even though he was like on an ice planet because he couldn't take off his fucking, he couldn't turn that ice into liquid water. There was some technical reason why. Wow, yes, let's go over this way. Yes, yes, yes. Confident I can go pretty quick here. It's low gravity, but I shouldn't get into too much trouble. Dude, this is cool. Wow, look at that. I love how they have it mixed. That's just a very beautiful color combination. There's my ship back there. Just chilling. Dude, can I brake? Wow. It's so awesome. They put the thrusters on, I go left a bit. Does it leave the tracks that way too? It does. That's cool. Hmm. Fucking neat. Do I see the scoop? The scoop is just an imaginary thing. And that's too bad.
Cargo scoop retracted.
We'll look around to see if there's anything.
Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
Cargo scoop is just a...
Retracted. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop
Just a... fake. They're like,
Cargo scoop retracted.
you can't do that anymore. Do not operate the scoop. I gotta make sure I don't tumble. You know, hit something with the right side, flip me up, get me rolling. Oh, I just felt, ooh, that was crazy. So I got air there and I started slipping. Ooh. We wanted to go in the shadow, but we don't want to fuck ourselves up. That guy's sitting in the dark with his sunglasses on. He does wear his sunglasses at night. Ooh, what's that? Oh, nothing. That looked like something for a second. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's creepy. Oh, it's kind of cool though. Oh, don't press that button. Oh. We're gonna turn on our headlights. There we go. Damn, I'm at a steep angle. Look at it now. It plateaus to my right. I should start turning in just a bit. Oh, that's cool. My little tracks. They stay. I could use them to follow all the way back, even though I think my ship probably went into orbit already. I think I went far enough away that I went into orbit. It's pretty cool. Great song. Some gunship music. Look at how I drove on the wall. That's so cool. This song has a cool music video that goes along with it. If you liked The Lost Boys, you would like the video. That movie, Lost Boys, with Kiefer Sutherland and what was that guy's name? Jason Patrick. Oh, this is like the electronic version of it without the girl singing? Yeah, the instrumental? Fuck yeah. That's cool. Though I do like her version. This wasn't on Akuma, was it? Nah. It switched albums on me. Very neat. Okay, let's find a flat spot over here. We're launching off the thrusters, yeah! Yeah! Sick. The insurance was awesome. I love the bubbling synth in the background. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, the little wheels have little rockets on them too. Oh. What a cool planet. I like this one. Alright, let's call our ship back in.
Ship recalled.
I wonder where he's coming from. Little galaxy right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like in the center of my right eye. Oh, there's my ship. Ain't she a beauty? Fucking sick. If the ship can do that, why isn't that like, why can't I press a button and have it do it when I'm sitting in it? Make it make sense. Gotta get under this yellow thing and then it says board ship. Oh, I went past it. There. Board ship. And I go down on this. I go down on it. I think I'm backwards, aren't I? I'm back asswards. What? What a neat planet. Fucking dig it. Put that landing gear up. No, I thought, I'm using my memory here because I don't have a map. I thought there was a ravine that ran pretty far, and I think it was this way. Is it this right here? Kinda. Was that the one I was looking at though? I mean, that one is cool. This girl's got an interesting voice. Who's this? Perturbator and dead astronauts? Dead astronauts. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, it's cool. They're panning her voice back and forth. It's neat sounding. Where are all the skeletons? Oh no, I can see the terrain seams. Here we go up. Ooh, that looks cool as fuck. Yes. Oh, and this will be all better when I get a better graphics card. I feel the frame rate kind of dropping a bit. It's smooth in the headset, but I can tell that it's going under 90. Hide in a crater. Oh, look at my lights. Oh, it's creepy looking. They don't really shine that far, do they? Have a gander at this. Yeah, they don't. They like aim down. I wonder if that's on purpose. Like, depending on what speed I'm going, they go, like, more in front. Very cool. Alright, let's go back into space now. Into outer space. There's a vector. Sick. Very cool. Whoa. Wow. And I was just on a little tiny part of it. Next to a crater. Gorgeous planet. I liked how it got greener the closer I got to it. You can kind of see a hue of it. You definitely see the blue and like the gray. But there's a little bit of a green hue. Just a smidge. Fucking cool. Alright, where am I? Alright, so that's... There's no Let's go to Mandubi. Or you want to go to Mickey? Slap on my Mickey. Choke me? No, Chujamat. Umastan? Okanuki? Okanuki. Let's go to... Are we gonna Mickey or Maydubi? My Doobie. They're a democracy. This is a dictatorship. And that's anarchy. Oop. Where'd you go? Let's go to Madoobie. Let's see if they got fuel scoops.
Frameshift drive charging.
All right, here we go. Engage. I can make the lens flare go like that. Union of Cassiopeia Future? There's people here. They said it was a democracy. So there's gotta be people. Alright, let's see what they got for names. There's Hicks's Locus? Charbonnier's Anvil? Bucamp Synthetics, Bogan, Blanco, Allegro, Botanical Collection. We got Jackson's Haunt. Wiggins. Wiggins Hydroponics Center in Madoobie. Co-Foods. Ibanez, that's crazy, engineering facility. Ibanez, you don't see that last name that often. That's a guitar company too. Or I don't see it. Sure, other people in other countries see it. Come on, let me... Crozier. Let me go there. Joint Genetics Solutions? Okay. Why did it look like it made me go up in the list? Alright, we need to see if there's any stations in space. Yes, Nielsen. Flip a heart right here. Alright, there we go. Super Cruise activated. Overcharge. The orbital plane, what is that? Yeah, we're gonna come in from this way. Oh, there's a ship right there. I see him. You're just slow, bro. Bean. Another ship right there. Oh, there's a buttload of ships traveling out of here. transports, the Diamondback Explorers, an Orca tourist ship, tourist vessel. But really, not much going on here. It's got a lot of cool planets. Slow down just for a minute. System map. That one's kind of beautiful looking. Do some mining. I could do mining in the belts and then bring it here. Yeah, that's cool, the deep blue. Let's do a drive-by. Where are my tools? Wake scanner, no. Oh, too fast. Okay. Oh, look how cool it looks. Ooh, there is hot spots. I want that inner ring though. There.
Surface scan complete.
How many probes? Efficiency target 17 probes. Not worth the money. Void opal. Granadendrite. Granny did it right. The what is this? There's a research. What is this? Alexandrite. Anite. Alexandrite. Okay, where's this station at? So I could go. That's really close for mining. Yeah, you get speed going, and then you're ready to hit the station. Whoa, there's people buzzing by. Do we correct for that gravity well? Spinning corrections. Yes! It's a dodecahedron.
Zorgon Peterson, Golf Romeo uniform. This port is under federal control. Submit to randomized security scans on approach.
GRU? We'll ask nicely. Let me in!
Access granted. Please land on.
Oh, it's cool. I like the red lights that they have. Alright, they cleared me to go to landing pad 3. We are in orbital rotation. Take it easy going in here. Oh, perfect. Right in front of us. Oh, nice.
To 100.
They don't want me going over 100.
Landing gear deployed.
Like a glove?
Touchdown sequence complete. Dispatching ground crew. Station.
Cool station.
Are at your disposal, Commander.
If they got a level 5 fuel scoop, that'd be dope. But they gotta take us under for that. We gotta go down. Down and back. Fucking rad, man. All right. It is an optional internal. Fuel scoops. Ew, you don't got them. Oh my god. Module type limit. My god. 30 cents. Well, obviously I'm not doing that, but come on. What are the chances every place I go to doesn't have one? I don't like that, yo. Those bastards. Well, maybe we'll call in the mining ship. And then we'll do that for next episode, is we'll do a little mining. And then I can come back here to get this ship to travel around. Oh, 2 million? Let's just sell it in case I die. That's pretty good.
Incoming message.
47 systems sold. Sick. That was a large amount. Let's just see. Let's see what they got here. There's a mining ship. I've been using the Type 8 just to mess around because I like how it looks. But the Type 11 is supposed to be a great mining ship, which I can buy here. I want to get the federal gunship. I need to get my Navy rank up because I want to buy a Corvette. I got in a condo, but then once I have that other ship, then I just can go around blasting people or blasting AI. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll buy the Type 11 and then I'll outfit it. That's good that it's got it here. And I don't need to send in any ships. Oh, what else did I want to check? Oh yeah, mission board. They want my money. Alright. Well, that's cool. I'll do that all next time. Alright. I'm gonna stop it here for now. And then I'm probably gonna do mining the next time. Mining and then more exploration. But it's been fun, but it's kind of getting warm where I'm sitting here. The computer's just belting out heat. And I don't think I'm dressed right, and I need to, yeah. Kind of uncomfortable, not gonna lie. But thanks for being here. If you're watching the VOD later on, hit the follow button. I'll be doing space stuff, jet fighter stuff, RPG game stuff, first person shooter stuff, and then when the weather's nice, I'll be streaming the galaxy. I'll be streaming the solar system and the galaxies in outer space to you via my telescope and live stacking. And I've got a really good setup that'll get, will deliver using few words. But thanks for being here. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll catch you later. And I'll figure out how to raid some other time because I don't know how to do that yet. Okay. Bye, guys. Y'all have a good night. Love you.